this meeting to order. State of the open meeting law.
I understand, clerk, read the statement of open meeting law.
Roll call. John, here. Garrett,
Here.
Caleb, here. That's it. I'm here. Board consideration vote to accept or not to accept the 2021 school audit report completed and presented by Pat Carroll, PA.
All right, Mr. Carroll.
Thank you. All right, it's always good to see y'all. You've heard me before. I'm going to introduce you to someone else. He's been with me for 9 years. I'm going to let him get the report this year. His name is Jay States. Like I said, he's been an associate of ours for 9 years, but going to let him do some other things. If you'll turn to page 4 in your audit. In the report, we have 2 opinion letters. The first one's on the financial statements taken as a whole. It's an unqualified opinion for the state of Oklahoma. It's an adverse for the federal because we use the modified cash method of accounting required by the state of Oklahoma. And the federal would like us to use the general accepted accounting principles in the modified cash. We show the receipts when we receive them and the expenditures when we encumber them. So it's a conservative method of accounting. If you'll turn to Exhibit A, to your balance sheet. Have the governmental type funds, general funds, special revenue, debt service, and capital projects. Fiduciary trust and agency, which is your activity fund. We show the cash and cash equivalents in those each fund. The warrants payable, which is your outstanding checks at the end of the year, and reserved for encumbrances. Those are the items that we have encumbered and not yet expended those funds. If we do not expend them by next year, we'll roll them back into the fund balance at the end of the year. Down at the bottom, we have fund balance, debt service, capital projects, building funds, and unassigned. The unassigned is for your general fund only. Those are the funds we use for the general operations in school. And then down at the bottom, we have the fund balance. We turn to Exhibit B. This is your income statement. For each fund, we show the sources of income in the general, special revenue, debt service, and capital projects. Expenditures paid for the operation of the school and retirement of debt. We have adjustments for prior year encumbrances. This is when we're throwing those funds back in from last year that were reserved. We have the stop warrants, transfer in from the activity fund and transfer out for child nutrition. We have an increase in the general fund of $466,000, special revenue $402,000, and a decrease in $280,000 in the debt service because of retiring debt. Then we have the fund balance down at the bottom. Next page is Exhibit C. This is basically the same income statement, but with the budget to actual. If you notice, the original budget and the final budget are the same. There was no supplemental appropriations. If there had been any supplemental appropriations, the board would have had to approve those to expend those funds. Pages 7 through 17 are your notes to your financial statements. There's a lot of information in here. You need to read these. It tells you a lot about your school, your funds, your accounting system, the basis of presentation, and budgets, and uses of estimates. We'll turn over to page, what page is that? 13. I'm looking for 1211. start turning that on page 10. I'm still a little asleep this morning. We have funds of $8,825,000 for billing in 2017. Those will retire in June of 28. Over on page 13, 14 tells us about your teacher's retirement system. Down at the bottom of page 13, it shows the amounts that you paid into teacher's retirement on behalf of your teachers. They're each for second year. We go to Schedule D1. These are your activity funds. You have certain sub-accounts, those were approved by the board, and the board approves how those funds are to be expended. The sponsors are responsible for receiving those funds. They receive those when they're over $100. We'll turn those into the custodian. Over $100, that's in total. Those are funds that will be turned into the activity fund custodian daily, so that she can deposit those in the bank. They have POs also. Each sponsor is responsible for getting those POs approved before they order the items. Then the invoices are to be signed and turned in for payment. If you see, we received $118,959 of revenue and expended $122,000. This is all cash, and we need to make sure we take care of it, because do the things to safeguard those funds. That's why we want to turn them in on time. The next page is the reconciliation of your bank for the activity fund, and it balances to the bank statement. Next page is your scheduled expenditures of federal awards. At the beginning of the year, down at the bottom, we were to receive $50,813. We received $289,886 during the year and expended $338,000. At the end of the year, we still had $99,951 to receive from the CARES Act funds. Next page is your second opinion letter. This is where we go and look at your POs, your payroll, your teacher's retirement, and all the rest of the operations of your school. The last page is your schedule of findings. 22-01, pre-numbered receipts were not always utilized by activity fund sponsors, and receipts were not turned into the activity fund on a timely basis. The district should follow all specific procedures established by the State Department of Education. This is really important, because if those funds go away, school's not responsible, kids aren't going to pay for them again. That teacher is responsible for getting those funds, so they would have to come up with the money. Is there any questions?
I don't believe we have any.
No.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.
Now you go get your coffee.
Okay, we sign those pages that we sent you. There's an acknowledgement page, and there's something there for you to sign dealing with litigation, and send those copies. You have to send these into the state this year. We've done it in the past. The state now requires us to do it. I guess they don't trust us to do it anymore. But send those in. If you got a question on what needs to go in, give us a call, because you have to send in the audit, a copy of the agenda, a copy of the board minutes, the acknowledgement letter, I guess that's it. Or send it or something else you had to send with it also. But, you just send it in, same way you did the Expenditures. Just call it, got a question mark.
All right, will do, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Okay, do we have a motion to,
We'll make the motion to accept.
Garrett's motion,
Second.
Jones second, I vote yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, the administration oath of office to board member, I've read and signed the oath of office, and I've read and signed the loyalty oath.
Turn around and smile, Travis.
Oh, how cute.
Okay, reorganization of the board. I'll open nominations for president, vice president, and clerk.
Make the motion to make Dawn Hanson president and Clint Olson vice president.
And Garrett Gunn, clerk.
And Gary Gunn.
Okay.
Second motion. Yes.
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 John Hanson, president. Who's vice?
Clint?
Clint's vice.
Gary clerk.
So Clint's the vice president?
Yes. And John now has control of the meeting. It's to read that.
All the following items will be approved by one vote if any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, approval of the following items, 7A through 7I.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Garrett second.
Motion, Travis, second. How do you vote, Garrett?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Other reports, principal reports?
Words of the week for March were empathy or anti-bullying, self-esteem, benevolent, and determination. In March, 95 students earned a spot in the Row Club. Parent-teacher conferences were March 8th and 10th, and we had 100% of the elementary parents meeting with their child's teacher. AR trip went smoothly to the Gloss Mountain and to Fairview. Even though the weather was cold, it turned out really well. The last incentive trip is May 3rd, and for this trip, we're going to require the kids to meet the last quarter AR goal plus 2 others. So they have to have made 3 out of 4 of their AR goals to go to this trip, and it's to Oklahoma City to the Dodgers game. 6th grader Christopher Solomon placed 2nd in the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum's essay contest. And he read his essay and received his award April 2nd at the museum, and he did an amazing job and had a large support system that was there. Junior high softball, junior high baseball, and elementary track have had busy schedules. We do have an elementary track meet, 5th and 6th going today to Laverne. State testing starts April 2nd with 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. 4-H is this Wednesday. Elementary music program is April 25th at 7. Let's see, field trips start soon. 3rd and 4th grades going to Ag Safety Day in Alva on April 28th. 5th and 6th grade are going to the state capitol and the Oklahoma National Memorial Museum on May 4th. 1st and 2nd grades are touring Northwestern, crafting at Graceful Arts, and finishing up at the Menagerie in Alvin on May 11th. Fun Folly is planned for May 5th, and the last day of school is May 12th. We're going to have the elementary awards assembly that morning, and then we're going to do a field day in the afternoon. And that's all I have.
Okay, so crazy part of the year here. Testing-wise, our juniors took the ACT last Wednesday. They'll take a history test tomorrow and science test on Thursday, which will finish them for their state testing, barring any makeups. And then 7th and 8th graders will start next week taking math ELA for 7th grade. 8th grade takes the math ELA and the science test. Those are going to be spaced out over 3 weeks. And in May, on 3 specific dates, the students that took AP US History, AP Bio, and AP Literature will be taking those exams. It's not a requirement, It's strongly encouraged for all the students in there to take those exams. That's for potential college credit. FFA, we're actually starting to wind down a little bit. Judging contest tomorrow will be the last one for the state judging contest. Regional speech contest is this Wednesday. If the students qualify, districts will be the 19th, and then the 22nd and 23rd is state interscholastic speech and judging contests. FFA state convention is May 3rd to the 5th. The FFA banquet is May 9th. Track is going strong. Like she said, there's a track meet today. There's 4 more before regionals, which is April 29th and 30th at Cherokee. And then the state meet is May 6th and 7th. Baseball and softball actually is winding down. Both had a really pretty good season. We got senior night this Thursday for softball, and then senior night is next Monday for baseball. Baseball districts will be at Timberlake with Timberlake and Cimarron. Softball districts is at Arnett with Buffalo and Tologa Sharon Mutual. Sports banquet is May 2nd. April 21st, we have 3 students competing in state vocal contests, vocal solos and ensembles at Shawnee. And then to finish out the year, baccalaureate is May 8th at 7 o'clock at New Song. 8th grade promotion is the 12th at 7, and graduation is May 13th at 7. So before we know it, we'll be sitting on stage.
Thank you. Superintendent report.
All right, going over the finances real quick. As we look at our general fund expenditures, you see that we are up, obviously with lighting. Our revenue is the big key, so our revenue, right now we're showing down. We have made some gains, but down 73,000 compared to last year. Keep in mind that's kind of hidden is our problem of ad valorem collections. This year compared to last year, our ad valorem collections are down 409,000. Compared to 2 years ago, we're down a little over $1 million. So obviously that's due to our protests. But we've made up in gross production. Federal programs have been big, some of that extra CARES money. So it doesn't look as bad, but that is something we need to take in consideration as we go forward, because that CARES money will run out. Once it's done, it's done. So, but overall, financially, we are sitting strong. We are able to kind of ride that storm out for a little while. Building fund expenditures, as you can see, we are up in our expenditures a little bit. This is due to what we've done down in the baseball field, so we're up 15,000 compared to the previous year where we didn't spend any out of there. And our revenue is down 49,000. That's again due to ad valorem. Flipping over, look at our child nutrition. Our child nutrition shows that we are basically at a break even. Now we did have some issues collecting our March repayment from the state, so hopefully we get that worked out. So as you can see, our revenues for this month is down 15,000. Again, that's due to us having some issues there, but we'll get that fixed and get that collection in. That'll go on April's. And then looking at our daycare, from our expenditures, are down compared to last year. Our revenue is up. That being said, we are at 22,000 deficit there on the year. Again, miles ahead of where we were last year, so I feel pretty comfortable with that. We knew we were going to lose some money in there. But it's a program we currently need, so any questions on expenditures? That's all I got.
Thank you. Number 9, vote to approve or not to approve to amend or adopt board policies.
Make a motion we adopt the board policy.
Second.
How you vote, Travis?
Yes.
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 Yes. Vote to approve or not to approve the school calendar for the 2022-2023 school year.
I'll make the motion we approve the school calendar for the 22-23 school year.
Second.
How you vote, Caleb?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Vote to approve or not to approve the the Waynoka summer camp students to travel to Exploration Place in Wichita, Kansas on June 23rd, 2022. Students would leave at 8 a.m. and return in the afternoon of the same day.
Make the motion to approve.
Second.
How you vote, Gary?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Garrett with the motion, who had the second?
Caleb.
Sorry. You did this. Number 12, vote to approve or not to approve for qualifying students and sponsors to attend the FCCLA National Leadership Conference in San Diego, California from June 29th through July 4th, 2022.
I make a motion to approve.
Travis has the motion.
Second.
Garrett seconds. How you vote, Caleb?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 13, vote to approve or not to approve 2021-2022 fundraiser request.
I make a motion to approve fundraiser request.
Travis with the motion.
Second.
Caleb with the second. How you vote, Caleb?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 14, discussion and possible action to declare items listed on attachment A and attachment D as surplus property.
I make the motion to approve surplus property.
Travis with the motion.
Second.
Garrett with the second. How you vote, Travis?
Yes.
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 Do we need the executive session?
We can talk about it all in the open, or if you want to go into executive, we can.
I don't think we need it.
19, vote to accept or not to accept resignations received to date.
All right, going through here for our resignations. We've got several. First one is Nicole Kern. She served as our special ed teacher. Emily Harris was our kindergarten teacher. She is resigning as well. Savannah Olson is resigning her position as an English teacher. Miss Gaskell is retiring, so she's resigning from here and after 43 years, finally giving up and retiring for now. And then Mr. Smith is resigning his position as the principal, and he will be accepting a teaching role, and that will be
Make a motion, we approve the resignations.
Second.
Travis with the motion, Garrett with the second. How you vote, Caleb?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Vote to hire or not to rehire certified career classroom teachers listed on attachment B for the 2022-2023 school year.
Make a motion to approve.
Travis with the motion.
Second.
Caleb second. How you vote, Garrett?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Vote to hire or not to rehire certified temporary classroom teachers listed on attachment C for the 2022-2023 school year.
Make the motion.
Travis with the motion.
Second.
Garrett with the second. How you vote, Garrett?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Vote to approve or not to approve the employment of a junior high and high school principal under temporary contract for the 2022-2023 school year.
Make a motion to approve.
I need to recommend this one since it's new. But anyway, I bring forward Ronnie Nix. He could not be here today. He had some other obligations. He is a current ag teacher, but recommend that we hire Ronnie Nix, contingent on him getting a certification by July 1 as the high school principal, junior high school principal.
Make a motion to approve. We hire one.
Second.
Garrett with the motion, Travis with the second. How you vote, Garrett?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the employment of a certified teacher under a temporary contract for the 2022-2023 school year.
Motion to approve.
Same with you, recommend Keisha Nix, which is the wife of Ronnie Nix, to be hired as a teacher.
Garrett with the motion.
Second.
Caleb with the second. How you vote, Travis?
Yes.
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 Any new business?
I have no new business.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Travis with the motion to adjourn.
Second.
Caleb with the second. How you vote, Caleb?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.